Snacks Meals in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Cool celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people are like, oh.
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be
covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe and join the channel. So we're back real quick. We got a quick update on the Wiley show. You guys know the other night we were doing a live and we was having a good time, and Wiley decided to come troll us. Good morning, Victoria. Wiley decided to come and troll us because we were talking about him, you know, and how he likes to take up for his mammy, Tasha K, and how we believe he probably got paid off by her and Monica from All About the Tea to push their narrative on his platforms. So he trolled us, you know, and we asked him questions about the library incident and why did he, you know, go on the rampage in the library. For those of you that don't know, we're going to show the footage again today, and we're going to talk about the library issue, what actually happened at the library, so that people can kind of get a sense for what it is that took place at the library. Because when we were in the, you know, on live the other night, a lot of people were asking, well, what did he actually do? And, you know, when he came through, we asked him the $10,000 fine that he was charged with for, you know, tearing up the library and causing, you know, damage. He said he paid it off. It was paid off months ago. So, you know, whatever. So it looks like Wiley took to his platform and he addressed the library incident. He posted to his community tab a nice little public service announcement, and here is what he said. He says, addressing the library incident. Hi, all. Thank you very much for your concern regarding the recent video of my library situation. I understand this came as a surprise to some, while others have known the background since it happened. I've never denied or been ashamed of the incident. This is part of me, my history, and my testimony. Had that not occurred, I would not have been properly diagnosed and received the help I needed and reunite with my family. Also, many of my subs have reached out with their own stories, and it has helped in healing along the way too. The day of the library incident, I had a psychotic mental breakdown. It was the first time I had experienced this, and it was a full day of events before I made it to the library. It is as simple as that. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and restitution has been fully paid. Again, thanks to my producers, subbies, it was paid early. Since then, my mental health has improved. I continue to work on it every day, and I have not had an episode since. My producers and therapists help keep me accountable, and my family lends their support the best they can. Every so often, I tell the story on my platform. It keeps me in my reality of who I am today, and I know by telling my testimony, it will help others. Thank you again for your emails and DMs. I truly appreciate everyone that showed genuine concern. Be blessed, The Wiley Show. Okay, it looked like he got the church picture here. He's got the glowing smile. This is actually a really nice picture of Wiley. He looks nice in this picture. the eye is not wandering is bad. I guess when he puts on the glasses, that probably helps a bit, because I know a lot of times when people have cross-eyed and they put the glasses on, that helps to straighten out his glass, the eyes. So he actually really looks like he's staring at the camera in this picture. However, I want to address this, okay? Everyone wants to play the victim when it's them. But when they're talking about other people, they drag them. They say that they're crazy. I recall Wiley making fun of Jaguar Wright. He dragged Jaguar all through these YouTube streets, talking against her mental health, saying that she was mentally unstable, that she was crazy. And he dragged Jaguar Wright about her mental health. But this woman had not come out on any platform stating that she had any mental health issues. So at that time, it seems to me that Wiley was doing that on his own accord. The video is trying to play on its own. The video tried to play on its own. And, but when it's, now that the tables are turned, when it's Wiley, now he had a mental breakdown. Everyone should feel sorry because he had a mental breakdown, and he gives this, and Eva Way Slay, he does everything for Tasha K. And that's my point. So now that attention is being brought to the Wiley show again about his psychotic rampage at the library, he wants to put out this statement and wants people to feel sorry. I looked at some of the comments of the people in the comments. Look at this one comment of this person that said it wasn't really that bad. Look at this comment. This person says, it wasn't even that serious. It's not like you hurt anyone. Plus, you paid for it and got the help you needed. That's all that matters. Never be embarrassed about telling your story, no matter how many times they bring it up. And then Gwen said, wait, what happened? Someone else said, we noticed the growth in you, Wiley. I know the new people think it's something that happened recently. It happened in 2018, and that you haven't talked about it. But you have always shared your testimony. If it wasn't for this breakdown that you had that just so happened to be filmed, there is no telling where you would be today. This actually saved your life. Thank God for the officer that he didn't shoot you, but tased you and got you the help you needed. Your testimony actually helped others struggling with a bipolar disorder. Even though others are using this to hurt you, you keep using it to give God the glory. Blessings to you, Wiley. Okay. So now this is the issue that I have with this. Wiley gets to get sympathy from his subscribers, and us new people, when you mean the Sweet Pea Diaries, I know that this was not something that happened recently. Obviously, the article said 2018. I'm not stupid. I can read. I did see that it happened in 2018. It doesn't matter when it happened. It happened. He destroyed the library. He had a fucking mental breakdown. He scared children that were in the library. He scared men, women, and children at a time when Black men are getting killed for anything by police officers. So that was a very scary situation. Nobody's making fun of it. I'm not making fun of his mental instability. What it is for me is the fact that Wiley gets up on here and drags so many people. He drags people. He calls people crazy. He talks about Armand and Armand that he's a drunk, that he, for that his boyfriend, is a yes man. All these things that he dragged and said about Armand. So the minute that someone pulls this footage and shows it, and we're laughing at it, it's because Wiley is a celebrity gossip commentator. He's on YouTube. You think if I didn't do something like this, these people would not be, they would be the first ones to put it out and show everyone that I did something like that. I don't feel sorry for Wiley at all. Because if he can get up here and drag people, and he can call Jaguar Wright mentally unstable and says she's crazy and she has a mental issue and she needs to get help and all these things, your shit was caught on camera. That's the pot calling the kettle black. You can't be out here talking about nobody at all. You cannot be out here talking about nobody and you had a mental breakdown and it was caught on camera. You better be living a fucking perfect lifestyle if you're going to be out here dragging people. You got to make sure that you don't have a psychotic episode and that shit is caught on tape. You just said in that clip that you had issues going on that day and it happened prior to the library. Good morning, Unfadable. You had issues prior to coming to the library. So if you knew that you was going through something, why would you go to the library? Why wouldn't you go calm down somewhere? People that have mental psychotic breakdowns, they don't know that they're going to have the mental psychotic breakdown. You just said in your damn statement that this led up to other things led up to the library situation. So you knew you were going through something. You knew you was a ticking time bomb. You should have went home and calmed down. You should not have went to a library and went off, period. So you can't pull this sympathy shit with me. You put that shit up there because people were dragging you in the comments. People were laughing at you on live when you came through to the platform. So there's no reason that we cannot show the video again because there might be some people that have not seen it. So for the people that did not see it and they don't know what we're talking about, because there are many people that still, every time we bring this subject up, they don't even know what we're talking about. They're like, what? Wiley did what? What the library do? They never seen the footage. So there's no reason why we can't, educate the public on what's going on, and we show them the video because Wiley is a YouTube personality. She said, I'm starting to think that he did that to the library for clicks and views like Armand said. Who knows? Hi, Queen. So this is actually the video of the library rampage.
Take a look around. Outdoors is where it's at. There's a lot of eating going on and a lot of playing and exercising and celebrating, and it's happening outside. Find everything for outdoor fun by shopping at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Patio sets, cushions, umbrellas, grills, smokers.
A chaos at a normally quiet place, a man in a fit of rage at a Dallas library. That library is a chaos at a normally
What I keep trying to figure out is why was he screaming Emmett Till? I asked him that. We asked him several times, what did Emmett Till have to do with anything? He still didn't answer that question.
a chaos at a normally quiet place, a man in a fit of rage and a Dallas library. That library is in cleanup mode this evening, but damage will set the branch back more than $10,000. Tuesday, Sebastian Robertson has more on the outbursts and the aftermath.
Librarians at Dallas's Timber Glen Library are quietly at work.
Little spring cleanup.
Trying to keep their spirits up after an attack Friday that caused so much damage that they're still picking up 4 days later.
We gathered as a staff to regroup because it's been an emotional journey for everyone, very traumatic.
Marcus Finley was there and captured this man, a library patron, going on a rampage.
He's just throwing the computers out, and you hear what he's saying.
That sound, a bookshelf crashing to the ground.
They were trying to just be as calm as possible, but I can kind of tell they were scared.
The video cuts off before he destroys this monitor. That man is 27-year-old Marquise Wiley. Library staff say he went on to cause more than $10,000 worth of damage. Computers smashed, books thrown everywhere. This glass conference room door destroyed. Library staff say he went on like this for the better part of 25 minutes. No police in sight. Officers arrested the man shortly after he walked out of the building. Damage was clearly done, but amazingly, no one was hurt.
The staff in the building did an amazing job. They did exactly what library protocol calls for. They did not engage this person who was being verbally abusive, and they just protected the citizens in the building.
Exactly,
and
Victoria.
got them out through the emergency exit.
As for the 27-year-old behind the vandalism, police say he remains in a mental care facility after suffering from some sort of mental breakdown. So far, no charges have been filed. Meanwhile, cleanup continues for a branch that's still recovering. In Dallas, Sebastian Robertson, Channel 8 News.
Now, the article, when they reported on the article, when they actually, wrote it up in the paper, I was interested in the actual article and what it read. It says, man goes on tirade at Dallas Public Library, causes more than $10,000 in damage. This was posted April 10, 2018. 2 days before my birthday. Damn, Wiley. So in Dallas, the golden rule at the library has always been to keep things quiet. But one guy didn't get the memo. Now, come on. Even the damn news people was shading him. Like, even in the newspaper, when they was reporting on the shit, they was shading him. So why is everybody getting on me? Look, even the damn news reporter, look what he wrote. The golden rule at the library has always been to keep things quiet. But one guy didn't get the memo. A customer came in, arrived at the location upset, started verbally accosting the staff, said Joe Geis, director at the Dallas Public Library. Through library training, they disengaged at the point and called 911. Friday at the Timber Glen Library branch, 27-year-old Marquise Wiley came in yelling at employees and throwing furniture. So this says he came in the library. As soon as he got there, he just came in and started yelling at the employees and throwing furniture. Marcus Fennell was at the library when it all went down and caught some of the incident on his phone. Officials from the library say the fit lasted for about 25 minutes, and they're looking at a minimum of $10,000 in damage. He started throwing papers around, and then progressively it got worse, knocking books off the shelves and then shaking entire ranges of shelves until everything fell off, Geis said. He also threw a piece of furniture through a conference door, which was glass. So he also threw a damn chair through a glass door and broke the damn glass door. Emergency crews arrived and took Wiley to a mental care facility, and now the crew at Timber Glen is just trying to get things back to normal. After all, it is National Library Week. This is not how I wanted to start National Library Week, Gadice said, but what a great way to celebrate libraries. We are resilient and we're proving that through this incident. Go check out a book and show them some love. So even the damn newspaper article was shady. They really did not, I mean, it was serious, but they were actually also kind of like teasing as well. But they said that he walked in the library from the door. He just came in the library screaming and hollering at the employees in a fit of rage and, all upset. So my thing is, in his apology on his YouTube channel, he says that he was going through things that day and leading up to the events at the library, he was going through some things. Why would you go to the library if you were upset? Why would you not go home and calm down and deal with your issues at home? Why would you go to a public library where there are children present, where there are other community members present, and have to terrorize them and terrify them with your rage and the issues that you're going through? Nobody else needed to be affected by your issues. You were not in a fit of psychosis where you didn't know what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. You were not blacked out. You knew how to drive to the library. You came there, you went in, so you were conscious and you were aware. He knew what was going on. Yes, he did. Suki, I'm sorry, but I do believe he knew what was going on. He is not in a fit of psychosis where he wasn't able to comprehend. He knew what was going on because he drove there. He intentionally drove to the library. So that is my point. He stated in his statement on his YouTube channel that he was going through something that day. The events prior to destroying the library is what took him over the edge. So my thing is, you knew what you were going through, and still yet you drove your car to the library and went in the library and went off. That's not fair to the people that were in the library. So whatever you were going through, whatever issues caused you to just snap, you should have went home. You should have either went home or went to a public park or went somewhere where you could get rid of the issues that you had. Why would you go to a library? Now, a person that doesn't have mental they don't comprehend what's going on. Why would he remember what it was that led up to the incident at the library? If you were in a psychosis or if you were in a mental state where you shouldn't be held liable for what's going on, then how did you drive to the library? How did you get there? He said before that someone else drove him, his cousin, I think. Why would they drive him to the library? So you weren't displaying any signs or any issues in the car with the cousin? How did you just arrive at the library and just start going off? So that's my issue. Like, if you had a mental situation going on and you had issues leading up to going to the library, you shouldn't have went to the library. Once he said things happened before he got there, I knew he was lying. Exactly. Sounds like BS to me. Me too. Because nobody, if I was going through some shit prior to going to a library, if I had a lot of things going on, I'm not going to go to the library. The library is where you concentrate, to read, to study. Your mind got to be aligned up with whatever it is you're going to read and study. So you got to be in a certain state of mind to go to the library. You're not going to be a person that is experiencing health issues or emotional trauma is not going to go to the library. People go to the library to read and study and look at books and reference books and research and do all of that. Yes, quietness. They go for quietness. Yes, there's kids there reading it in the children's section and all that. Why would you be going to a library if you had a bad day? I understand Wiley likes to read a lot, but when you are upset, you don't read. When you are having an emotional breakdown, I'm not thinking to read a book. And if you are on your way to having a bipolar episode and some sort of psychosis episode, you're going to be displaying certain symptoms and certain signs. You're not going to be looking like all is well and looking like you're ready to go read a book. You're not going to be coherent. So as soon as the cousin dropped him off, they said as soon as he got to the library, he walked in immediately yelling at the employees and going off, period. You guys have to listen to what the people are saying. The employee said as soon as he walked in, he went off. As soon as he walked in, he went off. And then he went to the shelves and started shaking the books and things off the shelves, and then picked up a chair and threw it in through a glass door. And they said he went off for 25 minutes or more. Do you know how long that is? Do you know how long 25 minutes is? Yes, baby, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you. So 25 minutes of destroying the library, that's a long time. Do you know how long 3 minutes seems when somebody is going off and something is going? You guys ever realize, to be like, damn, it was only 3 minutes? It seemed like a long time. Can you imagine somebody going off for 25 minutes? Exactly, distant lover. He had to be going off in that car. Exactly. The fact that he had someone drive him, he knew what he was doing, premeditated. Okay? It just doesn't add up and it doesn't make sense. But this is what, this is the trickery, just like when he was saying he was protecting a black woman. When he protects Tasha K, it's because he's protecting a black woman. That narrative that they like to push, oh, I'm just looking out for the black woman. He's doing the same thing with this mental illness situation. Everyone knows that if you say, oh, I'm just looking after my mental health, or I suffer from mental health issues, the first thing people are going to say is, you shouldn't be making fun of him. He has a mental issue, or, you know, that's off limits, mental health, and da, 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 da. It is certain subjects that people, catchphrases, should I say. It is certain catchphrases. Okay, now, stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. It is certain catchphrases that people use when they want to pull a fast one over on you. They use protect black women. They use protect black lives. Black lives matter. They use they use stand for victims, and they use this mental health shit. As soon as you hear that, you about to be conned by some bullshit. People is going to try to con you. As soon as you hear people use those damn narratives, they're trying to gaslight. Period. Now, I'm not saying that it's not some people that actually are going through situations, but people know if they say anything about mental illness, if they say anything about, oh, protect black women, oh, Black Lives Matter, oh, all this shit, people are supposed to just jump on the bandwagon. So just because he said he had a bipolar or psychotic episode, oh, that's automatically, it's supposed to make us stop talking about it. It's supposed to make us say it wasn't funny. Oh, it's supposed to make... Y'all need to stop being so damn sensitive. That shit is funny. That shit is fucking hilarious. To see him going off like that, acting up in the library after his ass done dragged everybody else on YouTube and talked about every fucking body else and talking about Jaguar Wright, her mental health, all that shit, and then you see him going off in the fucking library. Please. The first night I heard him over at AATT, I thought something was wrong with him. He's toxic. He is. But people, just because it is the type of subscribers he's got, he knows who he's catering to. He's catering to these women that like to, oh, protect Black women. Oh, I stand for victims. Oh, I do all this shit. But at the same time, they drag people. He got the contradictory audience that they say one thing, but they do another. Oh, you stand for Black women, but was ready to drag me for Tasha K. Like, boy, stop. It was funny. You went off and you were screaming Emmett Till. What did our brother have to do with that? I keep asking. I ask all the time. I ask Wiley all the time, what did Emmett Till have to do with that? He still haven't answered. But gonna go throw up this public service announcement looking like a church picture. Trying to, you know, play on people's emotions. Right. Hell yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Period. Yes, church women, he tried to cap too. Exactly. Like, ain't nobody off that shit, Wiley. Go and throw up that damn public service announcement, talk about your mental health. He never answers that question. What did Emmett Till have to do with it? You just screaming. Exactly. And they're going to come over here talking about, oh, I'm not protecting Tasha K. I'm not defending Tasha K. I just saw another Black woman and I'm just protecting a Black woman. Cut that shit out. Y'all know how to push narratives when you want to push a narrative just to be trying to get people on your damn good side. You can't fool me. You fucked that library up. You had the people scared and you knew exactly what you were doing. You were not so mentally warped out that you didn't know what you were doing. We are no way, shape, or form saying that, oh, anyone that with mental illness, we're not making fun of anyone. No, we're not. But Wiley, we're making fun of Wiley. So stop trying to put other people with true mental illnesses and all of that in this box. We are talking about the Wiley show. We're not talking about other bipolar people. And then do you see how his subscribers, do you see how people are willing to accept what he did and say, oh, it wasn't that bad. I don't see what everybody is, it wasn't that bad, but let it be someone else that did that. And they'll be saying, I can't believe Sweet Pea did that. She fucked that library up. They be talking all types of shit about me. It's the contradiction for me. So as always, I'm interested to know what you guys have to say. I'm interested to know how you feel about this topic. Drop in the comments afterwards and let me know. What do you think Emmett Till had to do with this? Why was he screaming Emmett Till? And do you believe that Wiley kind of knew where he was going and what he was going there to do? Drop in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are. I'll catch you on the next video. You guys have a great day. As always, I love you. I thank you guys for your support. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out all the other videos on the platform. Get caught up on, yeah, any dude be catfishing men. You got that right. So be sure to like, share, subscribe. We'll talk later on in the week. I love you guys to the moon and back. Y'all have a good day. Bye.